What's going on, Lions Den? Spoxboy7 2006 back. Um, just to let you guys know, I had made a recap video for the Lions versus the Chiefs in London, but that video got deleted because before I got a chance to upload it, my tablet that I'm using decided to be a piece of shit, and I had to get a new one. And when I got the new one, I wasn't able to transfer everything over. So, but anyways, just a quick recap on that game. We That was embarrassing. Just no question about it. That was just embarrassing. It's just we did nothing right at all that game. Absolutely nothing. Offensive line played like shit. Defense played like shit. Turnover after turnover. But anyways, I mean, I know we got our asses kicked. I think it was like 42 to 10, but I believe that's what the score was. But in all honesty, I really don't give a shit anymore because that game was just terrible. But anyways, no, one of the reasons why I'm making this video right now, as the title says, is my thoughts on my thoughts on the changes for for the rest of the season, where Martha Ford was on pretty much had a press conference saying that I am tired of what's been going on lately, and she says, quote for quote, "Our fans deserve a winning team, and we are going to do everything in our power to give it to them." What do I think about that? In all honesty, I really don't know. I mean, I want to believe her, I really do. But of course, she was reading it off a piece of paper. But I mean, she is, of course, in her 90s, so how can you blame her? I mean, my personal opinion, I think she just needs to sell the team because, I mean, as long as her and the rest of her family own the team, I don't think this team is going to go anywhere. I mean, yes, we got rid of Joe Lombardi. We got Jim Bob Cooter's a new offensive coordinator. And we got rid of Mayhew and Lawland, but we still have Caldwell, who refuses to call plays. I mean, in all honesty, I don't see us really winning any more than maybe one or two games the max. I mean, I pray to God we can win the rest of our games. It'd be amazing, but I don't see it happening. Um, of course, we got our bye week right now, and next week we go to Green Bay and play them. I would love to see the Lions win in Green Bay, but I don't see it happening. I mean, to be truthful, the only game I can really see us winning is our last game, and that's Chicago. I don't. I think that's the only other game we're gonna win. Maybe, if that. Um, I mean, with with everything that's been going on lately, and Martha Ford basically telling Jim Caldwell his job is safe for the year. In all honesty, I think that's a big mistake, and I don't even know if the changes in the front main office are really going to do anything. I mean, there's rumors saying, oh, Matt Millen's going to come back, and if that happens, oh my God, we're in for a nightmare. But I mean, I can't remember who our new interim general manager is, but all I know is that unless we get somebody who knows who knows football and who wants to actually turn the team around, unless we get someone like that, then I don't see any real big changes in our performance. Um, And there's also rumors saying that apparently Matthew Stafford, once his contract is up, they're talking about him going to Dallas. And of course, rumors saying that Calvin Johnson should be traded to another team so he would have a better chance of making a championship bout. In all honesty, that's just a big insult to the Lions. That's just a big insult to us because, granted, he is an excellent player. He does deserve to win he does deserve to win a championship, but in a press conference, he was saying that he wants to win here at Detroit. I mean, I pray to God that we'll finally turn things around. But of course, there's that I heard about that GoFundMe thing about I can't remember who it is, but I guess a fan was set it up to buy the Lions and whatnot, and I guess it reached a pretty good point. But it's like I said, I'm just going by what I'm hearing. But in reality, I don't really see any too many. Sorry about that. I don't really see any big changes going on for the rest of the season. I mean, if we start winning more games, then that's awesome. Then hell yes. But if we don't, in all honesty, it's not going to surprise me. Um, what else? When I first heard that Mayhew and Lawland got fired, I'm like, all I couldn't believe what I was reading. I'm going like, is this for real? And then I looked at my Lions app that shows me everything. I'm like, no shirt, and I'm like, no shit. Um, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I don't really see too many big changes coming. But if if by a miracle we win out the season and suddenly by the skin of our teeth we make the playoffs, that would be that would just be a complete shocker to everybody, and that would make, of course, for us, that'd be fantastic. But for everybody else, it would be stun. It would just stun everybody. But it's like I said, I don't know. Um, I mean, do I think that Matthew Stafford should be traded? Do I think Calvin Johnson should be traded? My honest opinion, I'm kind of indifferent about it. I mean, watch Matthew Stafford's contract expires. He goes to another team. He turns into a superstar. Watch Calvin Johnson get traded, and suddenly he starts getting more touchdown catches and everything. That'd be great for both of them. But at the same time, I'm I'm almost too afraid of players coming here now because with our ownership the way it is, unless they get somebody who knows football, I don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, of course, Martha Ford's saying, we're going to search the nation for true leadership and someone who's going to expect better of this team. Well, unless she could back everything up that she just said, I don't see anything happening. That, of course, saying, oh, her husband didn't want to do this, he didn't want to get rid of Matt Millen, he didn't want to fire, he didn't want to bring this person, he didn't want to do this. Well, I really don't know, guys. I really don't know. Um, is it really going to help us? You tell me. Um, so like I said, our last game against Kansas City in London, that was just terrible. I was at I was at Youmacon in Detroit, Michigan, and I was hanging out with a couple of friends of mine. Well, excuse me, I was hanging out with one of my friends and her boyfriend. And when I saw the game, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. But I mean, it's like I said, I really don't know because I mean, we just been playing so shitty, and we're 1-7, 1-7. And of course, Martha Fort's saying we're going to do everything we can, and we're going to salvage the season. What can you do to salvage the season? One more loss, and we're guaranteed to be eliminated from the playoffs. One more loss. I mean, I can bet you anything we're probably eliminated from the playoffs already. I mean, the only possible hope that we would have is that if Green Bay loses like 2 or 3 games and Minnesota loses, which I don't see happening, um, and then of course, like say we start shining, and everybody else just goes takes a nosedive, which I don't see happening. But regardless, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on everything that's been happening lately. Um, I have a feeling, like I said, that Jim Caldwell is going to be gone at the end of the season unless he finally gets his head out of his ass and actually starts making things happen, which I don't see happening. But anyways, that's pretty much all I really want to do for this video. Um, of course, I'll be back next week after we play Green Bay in Green Bay. Um, but then, of course, our next home game coming up is against the Oakland Raiders, in which for that game, I want to give a shout out to somebody who is actually the reason why I'm making these videos, which I never thought I would. But shout outs to Raiders underscore 1995. Um, dude, you have been through a living hell, dude, with the Raiders. That you you guys' team has just been your team has been shit for the past few years, and now you guys are doing good, and I'm very happy for you guys. And I mean I hope that we beat the Raiders, but don't know. We'll see. Anyways, like I said, Raiders underscore 1995. Shout outs to you. Keep your videos going. Um. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for me. Um. So you guys, let's go Lions. Let's hope that they get their shit together for in this bye week and actually figure out a way to get things done. So one pride, defend the den, go Lions. Foxboy 7 2006 out.